Hi guys, so inflation has risen again. This is likely due to the current crisis in the Red Sea, where shipping there has all but collapsed. This means the longer, safer route around the Cape of Good Hope is driving up prices. This, of course, is out of the control of the UK government, but someone needs to tell Jeremy Hunt, the Chancellor, that his fantasy policies are not bringing down inflation. Here he was talking about sticking to the plan as inflation rose to 4%.
Inflation never falls in a straight line. We can see from the rest of the world, it's gone up in France, the United States and the Eurozone. But here in the UK, it was 11.1% when Rishi Sunak became Prime Minister. It's more than halved. It's still nearly a percentage point lower than where the Office for Budget Responsibility predicted it would be only in the autumn statement in November. So we have a plan. We've taken very difficult decisions to bring inflation down. That plan is working. And what today shows is that we need to stick to that plan and then we will succeed.
I mean, it shows how finely balanced everything is. Tobacco is one of the driving factors for inflation going up this time. Specifically with what's happening in the Red Sea and the conflict there, how concerned are you that if that escalates further, how much that will impact your plan on inflation?
Well, it's precisely because we are concerned about what's happening in the Red Sea that the United Kingdom has taken action with the United States and our other allies to secure freedom of navigation. We're obviously watching the situation very carefully. But when you have a very volatile world, that just shows the importance of having a plan to tackle inflation and sticking to that plan. And our plan has halved inflation, more than halved inflation since Rishi Sunak became Prime Minister. We're going to stick to that plan because we know that is the way we will reduce pressure on families up and down the country.
What plan, Jeremy? What plan? There isn't a plan. You notice that when inflation falls, Jeremy Hunt and Rishi Sunak take credit for that. But when inflation rises, nothing to do with us, it's global factors. Now, inflation is rising because of global factors. But it's not declining because, when it was declining, it's nothing to do with Rishi Sunak or Jeremy Hunt's policies or their plan, which we've yet to see. It's because of global factors. You can't claim credit when it's dropping and say it's nothing to do with us when it's increasing. But that's what he's trying to sell, along with this idea in the past that, well, now we're putting more money in people's pockets. Inflation has decreased. It means people have more money. Obviously, Jeremy Hunt knows that's a lie because that's not how inflation works. But that's what he's trying to sell the public. See, this is, unfortunately, for Rishi Sunak, one of his pledges to have inflation. Now, it's nothing to do with him, and this current conflict in the Middle East is likely to see inflation increase again. So I don't think it's going to stay at 4%. It's probably going to go up to 5 or even 6% because of what's happening. Unless this crisis is resolved quickly, we're going to see prices increase. And I don't see how it can be resolved quickly because the Houthis have said that they're willing to attack any ships in the Red Sea. So it means that global shipping has to find another route, a safer route. And this, of course, is pushing up prices. Something like 1,000% for certain freight. So this, of course, is going to feed its way into the economy. It's going to feed its way into the inflation figures. And it's nothing that Jeremy Hunt or Rishi Sunak can do about. So they would pretend that they are bringing it down with their plan, but their plan is not having an impact. They're seeing inflation drop and saying, this is our work, we're taking credit for that, when obviously they can't. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.